Good morning, everybody. So with today's video, I'm going to do top 10 Hugo Boss fragrances for 2025. Last time I did this one was back in, I think it was November or December of 2023. So why not do an updated list? This will not be in any numerical order, and unfortunately, some of these are going to be discontinued, but if you can get them, just do so. Let's start off the first one with a banger, a heavy hitter. Boss Bottled Elixir. This is a man's man fragrance that is bad boy, but it has this mature, gently side as well. You're gonna get a lot of frankincense and labdanum, so very ambery. There's a lot of earthy patchouli, vetiver, cedar, and there's gonna be cardamom to warm it up a little bit extra. So very ambery, resinous, earthy, woody, and spicy. You have to have certain tastes to really appreciate this one. So as I stated, bad boy, but gentleman. So if you're new to this channel, some people will say you can't be both. Well, let me explain, all right? So James Bond, he has this assassin side, this killer side. So that's the bad boy, but he knows how to dress, carry himself. He's debonair, he's suave, he's charming. That is what I mean by bad boy and gentleman. This is perfect with a leather jacket, and I would probably go with a black tea because I have absolutely no idea if the juice itself is going to stain, so like you could barely see through the bottle. But as well, you could rock this with a tuxedo. It is long lasting, great sillage and projection, so less is more. This is more of a colder season scent, but as well, it kind of depends on where you are in the world. So a lot of them do like this type of DNA, and I would say that this is, yeah, definitely less is more, okay? And because it's so heavy, this is just an acquired taste, but for me, I'm a freshy kind of guy. I love it. Try it out before you blind buy. Next one is a great scent. I'm wearing it right now, and forgive the bad dad joke. The scent, Absolute. This is absolutely a great scent, but I know, forgive me, that's where I'm at in life. I'm in my late 40s. They're really bad dad jokes. But this stuff here has a lot of ginger. It's got like maninka, so that typical maninka fruit, but as well, vetiver. It is woody, spicy, and fruity. I would say it's more maninka and ginger than that vetiver or that woody aspect. Really nice. You know, like this video will go out before this one, but it has this autumn vibe. There's something warm and cozy about it, but at the same time, it has this like flirty and sexy aspect. Like this could be worn with a suit and tie, in my opinion. There is some class to it, but I just find it's a great date fragrance. Nothing too serious, but you know, if you're going out on a casual dinner where you have to dress up, you know, like not really a suit and tie, but like sense of fashion, or even like a turtleneck, something cozy, boom. This is just a great night out fragrance, but overall, it's just a great versatile fragrance. Next one, unfortunately, this one is discontinued. You could still get it online here and there, but this stuff here is just, it's amazing. It's unisex that leans a little bit more towards the ladies in my opinion, and that's gonna be Hugo Boss Velvet Amber. This is resin, amber, and vanilla. So there's only 3 notes. I almost forgot that vanilla, but that's what it is. Resin, vanilla, and amber. It's fantastic. You get this creamy vanilla, this ambery vibe, and of course the resins. Sexy, but grown and sexy. Classy and sexy. This is not like your colored girl kind of sexy. No, when they fully grow in to a mature woman, that is what I mean by this. This can be a little cloying if you overapply. Like if you do more than, really, in my opinion, I think ideally 3 sprays, but if you do 4 sprays or more, you're really risking like choking yourself, but people around you out. This is a great night out fragrance, like dates, lounge, but this is just sexy, but grown and classy. Lasts a long time too, like I'm talking like 10 hours. Let's have a freshie, shall we? Because I am a freshie kind of guy, and this is just fresh to death. Hugo Reversed. This is rosemary, a lot of grapefruit, bergamot, and vetiver. So just an overabundance of fresh citrus. You get this this herbal tones of rosemary, and that vetiver is the backbone. It's Haitian vetiver, but really it's just vetiver, okay? There is that woody aspect that kind of gives it a little bit of a backbone, and it kind of maybe prolongs the longevity. These super fresh fragrances generally don't last long if there's not let's say patchouli, sandalwood, or some sort of woods. If it was just the citruses and the rosemary, this wouldn't last more than 2-3 hours tops. It's not the best long-lasting fragrance. You're gonna get about 5-6 hours is really pushing it, but this is just a feel-good scent. Like when it's super hot, and this is more spring and summertime, but when it's really warm, this will just radiate off your skin, making you feel rejuvenized, re-energized, make you feel good. It's more casual than anything, but I do think that you can wear it to school and to work. Next one is a great scent that it's a little bit older. I think it came out in like 07, 08. And it never really caught on, but for what you're spending, I think it's a great work scent in my opinion. This is prime work, spring and fall than anything, but Hugo Boss Selection. This is a little bit mature. It has like spices of pink pepper and star anise. There are citruses of grapefruit and bergamot. There is going to be cedar needles, geranium, musk, vetiver, and patchouli. It pretty much just is a very fresh, spicy, musky scent with some citrus and some woods. If you like musky fragrances, this is one that I think that you really should try out. Try instead of just blind buying if it's possible, okay? Because there is this powdery undertone. It's not overly powdery. It's not like a baby powder, but there is this powdery aspect that is coming from the musk. And this does come across as a little bit more mature. So I'm thinking late 20s, early 30s compared to someone who's in college. But if you like it and you're a college student, then by all means, wear it. Next one, unfortunately, very much like this one here. It is discontinued and it's from this lineup. And this, fantastic. It's more grown than anything, wool musk. So very much like the name, wool musk. You have to like musky fragrances. So this is musk, cinnamon, and sandalwood. And that's what you get. It's more musky and woody from the sandalwood than it is cinnamon. On my buddy Rush, this is more cinnamon. So, and that's the downfall. Like, you have to try these out before you just blind buy. But if you like musky, like really musky scents, this is one that you might have to blind buy. And I'm generally not one for blind buy, like recommending. I do a lot of blind buys myself. Some are great, some are just absolute flops, but this is mature. It is sexy, but it is grown and sexy, like the adult sort of sexy. I find that this leans more masculine than unisex, and this is a unisex fragrance, but the powdery aspect does kind of femme this up a little bit. This is more of a gentleman's fragrance. And what do I mean by gentleman? No, not just guys, like actual being a gentleman. Manners maketh man kind of guy. This comes across as a little bit more classical, a little bit more vintage, but it has this modern touch. It's just like this classical gentleman sort of feel. That's what I mean, like actual classical gentleman. That is what this is, in my opinion. This is more spring, like early spring when it's cold, but as well autumn time. Not when it gets like really cold. So I'm thinking like September, October, early November, depending on where you're at. But if you live in the southern United States, you know, yes, you guys do experience colder temperatures, but where I'm at, Toronto, yeah, no, your winters are very much not like ours. So you can rock this in the wintertime if it's like a southern United States type of temperature, but just fantastic. This for me is more of a suit and tie, dressy type of fragrance. Next one, unfortunately this one is discontinued. It used to be so cheap and easy to come by. If you can get it, just get it. This is a blind buy that I think is super safe because it is super fresh. If you like fresh fragrances, you will love Hugo now. This is very much like this. This is very fresh. This is just next level fresh. It has lemon zest, watery notes, ice cube, not the wrapper, but actual ice from a freezer, mint, lavender, cardamom, and vetiver. This is not as long lasting as this. This is like 5-6 hours. This is like 3 to 4. That's the downfall with this one here. Yeah, there's vetiver, so there is a little bit of a backbone, but it's not a very strong backbone. This is the essence of a summer fragrance. When it is hot, like super hot. I hate the summertime. This is the type of fragrance that I absolutely want to reach for. See how I'm energized right now? Like this is what this fragrance does. It just energizes you. It leaves this pep to your step. If you want something fresh, I don't recommend blind buying. This is one that is super safe. If you're not into fresh fragrances, don't get. If you love fresh fragrances, then blind buy this one. Next one, I had to unbox this one for this video. It is not sprayed. I do have a little bit of a collection like on the corner that it's just reminding me, okay, I gotta review these ones. This one I have not reviewed, and that's gonna be Boss Bottled Parfum. This stuff here is actually quite good. Where are you? Where's the atomizer? There we go. This is really good. Like I had a decant. Oh yeah, like you get a lot of this figly fig tree. There's also orris. There is cedar, leather, olibanum, and orange. It really is a lot of fig, a lot of orris. So you have this juicy fig greenery. You got this powdery orris. You also get this leather component. It's not a rough and tough leather. It's not, but you also get this ambery touch along with a little bit of the woods. Very, very nice. This is more of a spring and fall fragrance. It's very versatile. I think that you could dress it down with like a white t-shirt and jeans all the way to a suit and tie. This comes across as a little bit more mature. Yeah, fig, in my opinion, I can't really see a lot of young men liking, yet there is a great fig fragrance that young men absolutely love, even guys my age. Guess 1981 Indigo for Men. In this, it's just more mature. You also have that ambery olibanum resinous touch along with the orris, and of course that leather. The leather is what really matures this one up a little bit extra. Number 2 is a great fresh fragrance. Not like this, and unfortunately number 2 does suffer longevity issues like this one here, but just reapplies as the day goes by. The scent Pure Accord. A lot of people really enjoyed the smell, just they were complaining about the performance, and I get that. So, but you know what? My fragrances, they don't have to last 8 to 10 hours. If I get 4 to 5 hours, you know, that's fine. I just bring a decant or I bring the bottle. But the typical ginger, which really warms this up and energizes it. The typical maninka, which adds this fruity aspect, and you're gonna get white suede. Whatever that is, sure, but it's more warm, spicy, and maninka, then I would say it's this leather suede-ish. It's more spring and summertime. I think it's a great work fragrance. It's a great school fragrance. There's nothing formal about this, but you can rock this with a suit and tie if it's a work scent. Okay, longevity, again, not the best. For me, I get 4 to 5 hours. Some people get 2 to 4, but just test it out. And last but not least, number 1, I am biased for this fragrance, so it's always been number 1, always will be. The original Boss Bottled itself. This came out in 1998. They are still selling this retail at the Hudson's Bay across the street. They are still selling this at Macy's and all these other department stores for a reason. Don't get it retail because you're overspending for it, but that green apple, cinnamon, mahogany, plum, vanilla, fruity, warm, spicy, vanilla, woody, it's fantastic. I don't want to say that this was revolutionary, but there's a reason why that this is like top 10 bestsellers. Like, I think it's a top 10 bestseller for like the last 26 years. Wait, 27 years. My God, my math is getting wrong. Yeah, 27 years. Oh my goodness, my math is getting wrong in my older age. This is very commercial. This made millions upon millions upon millions for the brand. This is the original. You have others such as this. like this. There are other ones out there. Sport, you got Night, you got Le Parfum, I think. You got like Infinite, like there's so many. I got so many flankers of this. But this will always be number one. It's versatile, super mass appealing. The downfall is that, yeah, it's mass appealing, so you might be risking smelling like other people. I'm talking fast because the battery's about to die. But yes, I'm just gonna end it now. Number one, Boss Bottle, the original. And guys, that is top 10 Hugo Boss fragrances for 2025. Any other videos that I've done from this brand, they will all be down in the description box below. Yes, I know I am talking fast, but that battery has been flashing red for quite some time. Any other videos, again, once again, they will all be down in the description box below. If you want to see prior top 5s, or if you want to see, better yet, a top 10 and a small rate that I did of this brand, check it out right here. And if you like this very video, please drop me one of these. I thank you for my time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.